problems, but I just need a little more security. Don't ask a lot, but I need to know that when I call you, you're gonna show. And I learned to be fine all on my own, and my fate is up to God alone. But you got me praying about you. Don't know where to take this from here, and I don't know where to take this from here. Sometimes I feel like I'm drowning. Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. One day I feel like I need you. The next day I feel like I need me. Can't get too caught in the moment. Can't get too caught in you. Can't get too caught in you. Cause I need to love me too. And I learned to be fine all on my own. And my fate is up to God alone. But you got me praying about you. Don't know where to take this from here, and I don't know where to take this from here.
We are back.
Love you and love me too. And I don't know how to trust you and trust me too. So let me fall back. Let me put it in God's hands. I know that He has plans, and I can't walk unless He says so. Guess it's time for me to let go, but I'm still praying about you.
Alrighty. First things first. Okay, I see the chat looking a little dead right now. I understand what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. And, okay, I'll admit it. Okay, your boy Randy, he's guilty. I'm guilty. Okay? I'm in front of y'all, the jury, and I am guilty as charged. When I say I am guilty as charged, I know you guys are judging me. I am guilty as charged. I haven't streamed in almost a week. That's facts. The last time y'all saw me was for the Book of Job marathon. Yeah. Okay? That is literally, and that happened since last Saturday night. And chat, I know. Y'all haven't seen me in almost a week. So, I'll accept it. Because I went this whole entire week without streaming because I was already planning. But it was for a good cause though. Because while I was taking this week, while I took this entire week off with no streams, I took it off because I was already planning the next big thing after the Book of Job marathon. 7 days into the word, chat. As we dive into this event, so for new viewers who don't know that this event for the streams was in the planning, the way 7 days into the word is going to work is instead of doing Bible marathons, we took it up a notch. So I have in my notebook, I have 7 Bible studies planned. So what you're seeing right now, in which it should say that in the title of the stream as you pull up tonight, if you are new to the channel, if you are a new viewer, I would suggest that you sub up. We're sitting at 346. So the next 7 days straight are going to be just straight Bible studies from me. That's basically how this event's supposed to work. And that's actually the reason why I went this whole week without streaming, because I wasn't in the mood to do any dry streams. So I took this entire week. This entire week went in, instead of streaming, this whole week went into planning the next big thing. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that song that we played at the beginning of the stream is kind of starting to be our little intro song to the streams now. But without further ado, let's dive right into it. Okay, let's dive right into it. Damien Ebers, you are here in the chat. I need to back up a little bit more. I understand. I need to back up a little bit more. So, chat, this is like literally, I understand. This is like literally y'all first time seeing me streaming after so long. This is the first time y'all have seen me live in a minute. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be back with y'all, for y'all to still return. Because, alrighty, chat. Stay calm. Randy Marlon Similian. Can you keep your cool, please? Alrighty, chat. So, chat, let's get started with 7 days into the word. Day 1, you heard. When I say day 1, the rules for these 7 days. I don't want to see no negativity in the chat. I want to see positivity in the chat only. When I say something crazy, you guys got to give me y'all input, because we are in for one hell of a roller coaster for the next 7 days. So we're going to see where these 7 days takes us. And hopefully those who are watching tonight will continue watching for the rest of the 7 days. Okay. Sorry, I had to punch my notebook. I'm so sorry. So, our first Bible study for 7 days into the Word. We got day 1 right here. This is my planner. I planned all of this out, okay? This is like sometimes y'all might be on me whenever I go a long time without streaming, but that's because sometimes I take time off from streaming. That way that time can go into planning the bigger things that I want to do in this content stuff. Okay, in the world of content, there's still much broader things I want to do within this field. So sometimes certain no stream days are needed. That way they can actually go into planning. So 7 days into the word, you feel me? Day 1, here we go. Matter of fact, say a quick prayer to God. Our Father in heaven, we thank you. We thank you for what you have done for us, Lord. We thank you for allowing us to even have food on the table. We thank you, okay, me and the chat, we both thank you for allowing us to even be able to be together and actually be able to dive into your word. That is going to cause such a bond, not only between me and my chat, but also between us and you, Lord. So, as of tonight, we are about to kick off a new interesting series of streams, and we hope that throughout these 7 days, we'll just continue learning more about you, Father God. And I ask that you bless my chat as they watch these next few streams, and that they could leave with memories, funny memories, leave with some good laughs every time. Okay? Please, if there's anybody who watches me who could be suffering or going through anything in life, help my content cure their depression. Help my content help them find ease, okay? Save us, we pray, in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Alrighty. So, starting now, we must start our Bible study for 7 days into the Word, day 1. So the way that the schedule is, it's going to start from tonight all the way until next Friday. So this is going to be some crazy stuff we have ahead of us. So obviously today's day 1, tomorrow's going to be day 2, Sunday's going to be day 3, Monday's going to be day 4, and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure you should already be catching my drift. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure you should already be catching my drift. I'm hoping that you're already catching my drift. Okay, so from here, we're gonna be diving in, okay? We're gonna be diving in, alrighty? So, we got day 1, character studies, okay? The first thing you're probably wondering in your head right now, Randy, what the hell do you mean by character studies? You're probably like, Randy, what the hell do you mean by character studies? I'm going to explain. Let me cook. Okay? There are several people from the Bible. I'm not even going to say characters, because characters makes it sound like we talk about some fictional stuff. The Bible ain't on no fictional crap. This is real life historical events. Okay? The Bible, consider the Bible like it's a history book. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? Consider the Bible like it is a history book. Like it is a way for you to really learn and dive into that history of everything that happened back in the day before God's eyes. So, as of tonight, let 7 days into the Word begin. So, for day 1, we are doing character studies. That's what was on my planner. So, let's start off with day 1, shall we? Character studies, you feel me? When I say day 1, this is day 1, character studies. There are people from the Bible, several people, there's Job, there's Moses, there's Joseph, there's Moses, there's Joseph, there's Esther, you got freaking Josiah, you got, who else? I'm really trying to think. You got a whole bunch of these people, okay? You got Adam and Eve. You got Cain and Abel. You got so many people from the Bible who were faced with certain trials and tribulations that led to them having to, and then at that moment, they were probably wondering, why was God letting the trials and tribulations happen to them at that moment? Until later on in their lives, as they progressed, they realized, God really did make this happen to me for a good reason. Well, of course he would make it happen to you for a good reason. Because since when does, even if God lets something bad happen to you, it's always to test you, low-key. So, what we're trying to talk about is we're going to be diving into two people from the Bible. So tonight we are fixing to dive into 2 people from the Bible, to kick off 7 days into the Word, day 1. Day 2 is obviously going to be a completely different topic. Tomorrow is going to be a different topic. Sunday we're going to have it's a different topic for each day. But today's topic is character studies. So let's have a good time, okay? So we're going to be on some informational stuff, but we're going to still be on our entertainment back. We're going to make this as entertaining as possible, okay? Because we need to still be able to have a blast, and I'm hoping the people watching can still have a blast. So I'm not going to bore you guys. I'm going to make sure that it's fun, because when Randy gets into that bag, he gets into that bag, you feel me? type shenanigans. So now let's start. Okay? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Our first person from the Bible that we're going to be analyzing today. So let's just say, when you really have to analyze something, really examine it thoroughly. Well, basically, chat, that's what we're going to be doing today. Because, because we got to get in that mode. We got to get in that bag. So, our first person from the Bible, chat, that we're going to be examining tonight is Joseph. If you don't know who, okay, just in case I got a bunch of atheists in my chat, if you don't know who Joseph, if you don't know who Joseph is, he got sold into slavery by his own brothers, okay? Got sold off to Egypt to be a slave. From there, he got accused of a crime. He stayed there as a slave, worked for the king for a little bit, type stuff. Everything was going well. He was like he was like the Pharaoh's best friend at one point. But until Pharaoh's little retarded dumb wife. Okay, I'm sorry, because whatever your name was back then, we on you now. Lady, we are on you. We are on you. I am on you. She goes and accuses Joseph of trying to make her I don't even want to say this explicitly. She tries to accuse Joseph of committing adultery, trying to make her commit adultery. And that leads to him ending up in prison for 2 years. Only for him to then become the new Pharaoh and then predict that Egypt was going to go into a famine, and it did. Ultimately, he was the king of Germans. Alrighty. So with that being said, chat, now we have to do a thorough analysis on him. We're going to need a thorough analysis. Okay? A thorough analysis. When I say a thorough analysis, we need a thorough analysis. Okay, we're going to need a thorough analysis. So let's go to Genesis chapter 37. Chat. I don't know if y'all want to follow along with me and flip y'all Bibles. Oh my God, I flipped all the way to 1 Kings. Am I dumb? Genesis is right here. Hold on. Alrighty. So chat, let's go to Genesis chapter 37. Alrighty. When I looked it up, I could not find the actual verses, you feel me? Okay, so that means we're going to have to actually do some thorough reading. We're going to have to do some actual thorough reading real fast. Alright? Alrighty. So let's read, because we don't have the specific verses. Now Jacob dwelt in the land where his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. This is the history of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brothers. And the lad was with the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah. I don't know what the hell their names are, but I don't give a damn. Indeed. And Joseph brought a bad report of them to his father. Chat, let me cook. Stay with me now. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age. Also, he made him a tunic of many colors. But when his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. Okay, chat, this is the part where it gets interesting. Now Joseph had a dream, and he told it to his brothers, and they hated him even more. So he said to them, "Please hear this dream which I have dreamed. There we were, binding sheaves in the field. Then behold, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright. And indeed, your sheaves stood all around, and bowed down to my sheaf." And his brothers said to him, "Shall you indeed reign over us? Or shall you indeed have dominion over us?" So they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. Alrighty, chat, let me cook. Then he dreamed still another dream and told it to his brothers and said, "Look, I have dreamed another dream. And this time the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bow down to me." So he told it to his father and his brothers. And his father rebuked him and said to him, "What is this dream that you have dreamed? Like, what is this dream? Like, who you feeling like? Like, who you feeling like? Who you feeling like? Like, what is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall your mother and I and your brothers indeed come to bow down to the earth before you?" And his brothers envied him, but his father kept the matter in mind. Okay, I think we could stop there. So basically, what I can gain from this, okay, Joseph was somebody, right? He was not a nobody. He was somebody. Duh. Huh? What the hell you talking about? Hell you talking about? Like, hell you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Okay? You guys are probably thinking, Randy, can you cut the yap? But here's the thing. I'm not speaking Japanese, okay? I'm not speaking Japanese. This is Bible, my friend. So I don't want to hear nobody in the chat. I don't want to see nobody in the chat saying, Randy, cut the yap. Because how am I yapping if I don't speak Japanese? I don't speak yap. Yap is not my personal language. Yap is not my primary language. I speak English and I'm speaking Bible, my friend. I don't speak Japanese. I'm not from Japan. Okay? Okay? And I don't speak French. Okay? So am I speaking French? Am I speaking Japanese? Oh, thought so. I thought so. Thought so. I'm speaking English, right? Am I speaking Japanese or English? I'm speaking English. Thought so. Thought so. Anyways, so what we can get out of this? Joseph, he was always getting dreams, okay? That boy was such a dreamer. God Almighty, Lord have mercy on that boy's soul. He was such a dreamer. So basically what happened was, Joseph was a dreamer. He always had dreams of something. Whether it's sheaves bowing down to his sheaves. But you know, here's the thing though, let me cook. Let me cook. Every single dream that Joseph had was a vision of the future. I'm okay, guys. I'm still speaking English. I'm not speaking Japanese. I don't speak Japanese at all. I'm never yapping. You know, I'm not speaking Japanese, I swear. Joseph, he was a dreamer. Always had dreams. But the dreams were always visions of the future. So, this is a very good character analysis on Joseph. Because Joseph, the way that he was, he's the reason why Egypt was able to prepare for a famine. Because when the Pharaoh, later in the story, we're talking about later on, when the Pharaoh started receiving a hell lot of dreams, he did not know what the hell those dreams meant. That's facts, okay? That's facts. That's straight facts. The Pharaoh did not know what the hell those dreams meant. But then Joseph was able to come to him and say, no, Pharaoh, are you stupid? The dreams are supposed to mean that your country that you rightfully own is about to go into a famine, my boy. So you better prepare, my boy. And that is exactly what happened. Okay? So now, Pharaoh knew what the dreams meant. But it was so hard for him to comprehend. Joseph was the type, if you had a dream and did not understand what it meant, he was literally the mastermind that could tell you what it meant. So he was basically on some Raven's Home type of typing. Like he was on that Raven's Home timing. He was on that Raven Simone crap. But instead of, my boy was on that, he was low-key on that Raven Simone crap. But you know, like, if you ever watched Raven's Home, like my boy Joseph, my dog, my homeboy, my dog for life, he was low-key on that Raven Simone crap. But instead of being a psychic and having visions of the future, it was dreams. So he was like the dream. Oh, I understand now. He was the dreamscape version of Raven Simone from Raven's Home. That was very off topic. I'm done. So he was a dream mastermind. Okay, the kid, he could tell any dream what they meant. Okay, that's all we're about to say. Now, let's flip over. Okay, now there's Genesis chapter 39. We might have to do a little bit of reading. Now, Joseph had been taken down to Egypt and Potiphar, an officer. Oh, hell no. Okay, there's some names in this I just can't comprehend, so hell no. Okay, Genesis chapter 39. Joseph, a slave in Egypt. Okay, let's read this through. Now Joseph had been taken down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him from the Ishmaelites who had taken him down there. The Lord was with Joseph, and he was a successful man. And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all he did to prosper in his hand. So Joseph found favor in his sight. Of course, that's my boy. Joseph, that's my boy. That's my boy. So Joseph found favor in his sight and served him. Then he made him overseer of his house, and all that he had put under his authority. So it was from the time that he had made him overseer of his house, and all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was on all that he had in the house and in the field. Oh, shoot! Shoot! I found it! I found it! Oh my god! Oh my god, I found it! Oh my god, I found it! I'm gripping my balls, but I found it! I found it! Hold up, I found it, bro. I found it. Hold up. Hold up. I found it. I found it. Okay, this is where that Jezebel woman, like not actually Jezebel, but this is where that devil comes in. Where's that female devil? This is where that female devil comes in. Hold up. Let me find it. I'm not speaking Japanese. This is Bible, my friend. So it was. Hold up. Okay. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast longing eyes on Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me." I don't think I can process what I just read. I'm sorry. I need a moment of silence. May I please get a moment of silence? Oh my gosh, I might need a moment of silence. Oh my gosh. I might need a moment of silence on game. Because I don't think I can process what I just read. She did what? She cast longing eyes on Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me." What was going through her brain? I'm not gonna hold her accountable because I know what happened. I know what was going through her brain. So, you know when like somebody has like, and I'm gonna say this in all seriousness, okay, on a real note, like this is like this is low-key real life stuff. This is real life situations. So you know when somebody really has doo-doo inside of their brain, like the brain that's inside their head that you think is a brain, it's not a brain. You know, some people have brains, but some people, they have actual dog doo-doo in there that's replacing, that's substituting the brain. So now they can't really make the good decisions that a brain would have allowed them to make. Because I'm gonna say, you are the doo-doo. Like, the doo-doo's not in your brain. You are the doo-doo. Because, yo, I can't process this. Longing eyes on Joseph and said, "Lie with me." You were willing to cheat on your man, okay? like let's really summarize. So, let me get this straight. Let me investigate. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, okay? Okay, stop playing with me. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this anyways. Because I'm Detective Randy, so I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, okay? She wanted to cheat on her man. With Joseph? You trying to... Okay. Like, let me pause. Okay? You trying to cheat on your man with Joseph. You looked at Joseph, who's been working for your man for years, and you looked at him and said, lie with me. Like, that's like saying, I know a girl. Okay, that's like saying I know a girl, right? And then I know that I'm with another female. But then when I meet this super bad chick, I'm like, oh yeah, like, let me take off my shirt, like, come have sex with me. Like, who does that? Like, that is so disloyal. So that's like saying, I could be dating a girl right now. I'm not, I'm single. But that's like saying I could be dating a girl right now, and then I meet this super hot chick, like, I'm talking bad as hell. And then I just said, oh no, like, let's hop in the bed, baby. Like, let's go have that sex. Like, that's basically what she just did. I'm sorry if I look cringy, that's what she just did. And I just got to the bottom of it because I'm Detective Randy. So no matter what you do, it's gonna come to light. And then I'm gonna go pow, pow, pow on you, boy. Death sentence. Oh. I'm not gonna say that. I don't mean that. I'm joking. I don't mean that, okay? FYI, I don't mean that. I'm joking. No death sentence for anybody. That's the cop's job, not my job. I need to, like, really back away from what I just said. I need to really back away from what I just said. I need to back away from what I just said.
Some days I feel like I can't walk on water, and some days I don't even know where I stand. Sometimes I am afraid to show honesty because I feel like I am losing a friend. I got traumas and I need some healing, but I find myself running again and again. I can't pretend I'm okay and keep doing my thing, but I'll go back to God in the end. Yeah. I be lying if I say that I'm
Oh my God. That was quick. Okay, so we already got to the bottom of it anyways. Pharaoh's wife, you dumb as hell, okay? You trying to cheat on your man with Joseph, and you said, come lie with me in the bed. That is very disgusting and very weird of you, okay? You had doo-doo in your brain, okay? I understand, you had doo-doo in your brain, okay? And I still can't process what I just read, so I'm screwed. I can't process what the hell I just read. Okay? 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 Alrighty. So, let's see this. Okay? And she said, lie with me. Okay? You disgusting fool. But he refused and said to his master's wife, look, my master does not know what is with me in the house, and he has committed all that he has to my hand. There is no one greater in this house than I, nor has he kept back anything from me, but you, because you are his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? That's my boy, Joseph. Joseph, you my dog for life. Joseph, you my dog for life. Because you did exactly what I would have done in that situation. Me personally, I would have slapped her and I would have been gone. Me personally, I would have slapped that hoe and I would have been gone. Because that is a literal, that is an H-O-E hoe. Okay? Pharaoh's wife trying to cheat on him with Joseph. Me personally, if a girl was to try to cheat on her man with me, trying to ask me to engage in those type of activities, boy, I'd slap that hoe and she'd be gone. I'm gonna keep it a stack, okay? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I would slap that hoe and she'd be gone. Joseph, I understand what you did. You stood up for your God. You stood up for your Lord and Savior. You did exactly what you should have done in that moment. But me personally, I would have said exactly, I would have said what you said, but I would have slapped her. I'm sorry, because you got too much doo-doo in your brain now. So in that case, I would have slapped that hoe and I would have been gone. I would have dipped, okay? Because you see, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get in trouble type stuff. So if I was in Joseph's shoes, and then the Pharaoh's wife tried to cheat on him with me, I'm gonna be like, what type of evil female are you? what type of evil, disloyal wife are you? And then I would have slapped that hoe, and then I would have dipped. Because I'm not trying to get caught, you feel me? Because I was going to have to dip, you see? I was going to have to, like, slap her and then leave her there. On a real note, keep it a stack. I would have slapped that hoe. I would have left her body on the ground, okay? I would have slapped her until she got knocked out. Until she got knocked the hell out. And then, from there, I was going to leave her there. Okay, I was not going to do anything with her on the floor. I would leave her knocked out. I was going to leave her there. And then, I was going to dip. Because I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Yo, what? Are you dumb? Okay. So, we already got to the bottom of it. So, she tries to cheat. Oh my God. I can't say it, bro. She tries to cheat. Alrighty. Now, let's go to 41. Genesis 41. Okay? Okay? This is the part where Joseph... Who's that in the chat? Oh! Burv! W's in the chat, my nigga. Oh. It's okay. The N-word's not that serious, my nigga. The N-word's not that serious, my nigga. Okay. Genesis chapter 41. This is the part where Joseph gets out of jail. Okay? Then it came to pass, at the end of 2 full years, the Pharaoh had a dream, and behold, he stood by a river. Suddenly, there came up out of the river 7 cows. Like 7 cows. Okay? Fine looking and fat. Whoa, pause. Fine looking? You just said, my friend, that the cows were fine looking? Pause. Can you please pause? Can you pause what you just said? Like, cut it. Like, cut everything you just said. And they fed in the meadow. Then behold, 7 other cows came up after them out of the river, ugly and gaunt, and stood by the other cows on the bank of the river. And the ugly and gaunt cows ate up the 7 fine-looking and fat cows. Damn! So Pharaoh awoke. He slept and he dreamed a second time. And suddenly 7 heads of grain came up on one stalk, plump and good. Then behold, 7 thin heads, blighted by the east wind, sprang up after them. And then the 7 thin heads devoured the 7 plump and full heads. So Pharaoh awoke, and indeed it was a dream. Okay. In the morning, that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt and all its wise men. And Pharaoh told them his dreams, but there was no one who could interpret them for Pharaoh. Okay? That sounds like a personal problem. Okay, my boy, that sounds like a personal problem for you. Then the chief butler spoke to Pharaoh, saying, I remember my faults this day. Like, I remember my faults this day, sir. Like, shut your dumb ass. I remember my faults this day. When Pharaoh was angry with his servants and put me in custody in the house of the captain of the guard. Both me and the chief baker. We each had a dream in one night, he and I. Each of us, this is Pharaoh talking, each of us dreamed according to the interpretation of his own dream. Now there was a young Hebrew man with us there, a servant of the captain of the guard. And we told him, and he interpreted our dreams for us. So each man he interpreted according to his own dream. Okay? Now there was a young Hebrew man there, a servant of the captain of the guard. Oh shit, they're talking about Joseph? What the fuck? Oh, what the fudge? That's what I meant to say. What the fudge? That's what I meant to say. What the fudge? Joseph, and they brought him quickly out of the dungeon. He shaved, changed his clothing, and came to Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, I have had a dream, and there is no one who can interpret it, but I have heard it said of you that you can understand a dream to interpret it. So Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. God will give Pharaoh an answer of peace. This is Bible, my friend. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, Behold, in my dream I stood on the bank of a river. Suddenly 7 cows came up out of the river, fine looking and fat, and they fed. No, like, have you ever met a female that is so fine looking but fat? I'm sorry. And they fed in the meadow. Then behold, 7 other cows came up after them, poor and very ugly and gaunt. Such ugliness as I have never seen in all the land of Egypt. Damn! And the gaunt and ugly cows ate up the first 7, the fat cows. When they had eaten them up, no one would have known that they had eaten them, for they were just as ugly as at the beginning. So I awoke. Okay. Then Joseph said to Pharaoh, The dreams of Pharaoh are one. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do. Okay, guys, let's let him cook. The Pharaoh, okay, he's about to reveal to the Pharaoh what his dream means. The 7 good cows are 7 years. Hell no. The 7 good cows are 7 years. And the 7 good heads are 7 years. The dreams are one. And the 7 thin and ugly cows which came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty heads, blighted by the east wind, are 7 years of famine. This is the thing which I have spoken to Pharaoh. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do. Indeed, 7 years of great plenty will come throughout the land of Egypt. But after them 7 years of famine, will arise, and all the plenty will be forgotten in the land of Egypt. And the famine following, and the famine will deplete the land. So the plenty will not be known in the land because of the famine following, for it will be very severe. Okay? He was somebody always predicting the future. So the character analysis that we can come up with for Joseph at the end of the day, let's summarize him. Genesis 39, 37, 39, 41 already gives us a pretty good summary on Joseph's character. Joseph was a person, he was the type to always, predict the future. God always gave him dreams for him to predict the future. He got sold off into slavery, but ultimately it was for a good cause, because now at least he was able to get to the Pharaoh in time for him to know what was about to happen to his land. And eventually it led to Joseph becoming the new Pharaoh for real. Alrighty. That concludes our Joseph. That already concludes our Joseph analysis. So now, chat, as we speak, now that already concludes our Joseph analysis, we must go to the book of Esther. That's literally our next character analysis for tonight. So we're gonna need to go to Esther. That's if I even know where Esther is at. Okay, there's the book of Judges. Should I do a book of Judges marathon? I don't know if y'all would want to see that. Kind of like what we did with book of Job. So basically what happened is, since the stream crashed in the last stream before we could finish the book of Job, we're going to have to do our next Bible marathon that we do when we come back. We're going to have to do a marathon on a different book and then spin back to Job to do Job 30 to 42. So we're going to have to basically have Book of Job Marathon, Volume 2 specifically. It's some crazy stuff, bro. But I'm just wondering, chat, now that I just found the Book of Judges while I was flipping, should I do a Book of Judges marathon? Like type shenanigans for, like, type stuff. Should I actually do a Book of Judges marathon? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you'll get that one day. Oh, there's only 21 chapters in this thing anyways. What the hell? Oh, and then there's a Book of Ruth. 1 Samuel. Oh, shoot. Job. Oh my god, I don't know where Esther's at. Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb. Chat, I might be dumb. Chat, am I dumb? Chat, am I stupid? Chat, am I stupid? Chat, am I stupid? I don't know where Esther is now. I might be, bro, am I that stupid? Chat, am I really stupid? Oh my god, I swear I can't read. I swear I can't read. I swear I can't read. I can't read, bro. I swear I can't read. I can't read. I swear I can't read. I don't even know where Esther is. Oh my gosh, bro. If we were doing some like Bible scavenger hunt or something, I would fail so bad right now. What the hell? Nigga. What? How you gonna put a table of... Okay. How are you gonna put a table of contents in my Bible, but then it can't even show me the actual book for real? You showing the topics but not the book for real. Like, whoever made this Bible, I ought to slap them for real. Because now they're getting me mad. Are you that, like, do you have doodle in your brain, man? Like, oh my gosh, bro. I don't know where anything is at right now. Oh, there they are. Oh. Chat, I just might be dumb. I might be dumb. I might be dumb. I might be retarded. I might be dumb. I might be retarded. I might be dumb. Because I've had this Bible for a year, and I did not know this was in here. I might be dumb. Pray for me. Pray for me. Oh, pray for me. Where's Esther? 572. Took me. Oh. Esther is right before Job. I'm so dumb. Okay, what's our verse? What's our verse, chat? We gotta do these character analysis. Okay, chat. Our next step. Another character analysis. Esther 4 verse 14. Okay, let's pull it up. Okay, matter of fact, let's read the chapter instead. Up to verse 14. Esther chapter 4. Esther agrees to help the Jews. There better not be no... I'm not even gonna say it. Okay, Esther agrees to help the Jews. I was gonna really say something about Jewish people right now. Not that I have anything against them, but I can't say it. Because if I do, YouTube might not take it as a joke, and I'm not in the mood to get canceled right now. When Mordecai learned all that had happened, he tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and ashes, and went out into the midst of the city. He cried out with a loud, bitter cry. Oh my God! Yes, stop crying, you loser. He went as far as the front of the king's gate, for no one might enter the king's gate clothed with sackcloth. And in every province where the king's command and decree arrived, there was great mourning among the Jews. with fasting, weeping, and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes. What the hell was going on? I don't know. Randy Similian, what the hell was going on? I don't know. So shut up and listen. So Esther's maids and eunuchs came and told her, and the queen was deeply distressed. Then she sent garments to clothe Mordecai and take his sackcloth away from him, but he would not accept them. Then Esther called Hathach, one of the king's eunuchs, whom he had appointed to attend her, and she gave him a command concerning Mordecai, to learn what and why this was. So Hathach went out to Mordecai in the city square that was in front of the king's gate. And Mordecai told him all that had happened to him, and the sum of money that Haman had promised to pay into the king's treasuries to destroy the Jews. He also gave him a copy of the written decree. And Mordecai told him all that had happened to him, and the sum of money that Haman had promised to pay into the king's treasuries to destroy the Jews. He also gave him a copy of the written decree for their destruction, which was given at Shushan, that he might show it to Esther and explain it to her, that he might command her to go into the king and to make supplication to him and plead before him for her people. Now that I'm reading this, you make me want to do a Book of Esther marathon. You make me want to do a Book of Esther marathon, because now I already feel like that would be lit. The way that I'm reading this, that would be such a good story for us to read together as a chat. And now y'all are making me think about a Book of Esther marathon. But we're going to see what the future holds. So Hathach returned and told Esther the words of Mordecai. Then Esther spoke to Hathach and gave him a command for Mordecai. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces know that any man or woman who goes into the inner court to the king who has not been called, he has but one law: put all to death. Fa 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 fa. Boom. Okay, type shenanigans. Type shenanigans. Put all to death. Fa fa fa. Okay, it's simple. Fa fa fa. One false move will get you killed. I'm the princess of the field. One false move will get you killed. Okay? Youngins in the corner look like king of the hill. Starbands goes crazy. Starbands goes crazy. Off topic. He has but one law: put all to death, except the one to whom the king holds the golden scepter, that he may live. Yet I myself have not been called to go into the king these 30 days. So they told Mordecai Esther's words, and Mordecai told them to answer Esther. Do not think in your heart that you will escape in the king's palace any more than all the other Jews. This is the last verse, verse 14. For if you remain completely silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place. But you and your father's house will perish. Yet who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this. Let's do the analysis. Okay, recap. Like, we just read it, and now we're about to quickly recap this thing. Recap. Let's do a quick recap, my nigga. Okay, so Esther. Okay, Esther agrees to help the Jews. So I'm guessing what is happening is the king has something against Jewish people. He wants to kill the Jews. Okay? I'm pretty sure there was a verse that said that. Hold on. Mordecai told him all that had happened to him, and the sum of money that Haman had promised to pay into the king's treasuries to destroy the Jews. Okay? So there's this man named Haman. Mordecai's dealing with this nigga named Haman, okay? He's dealing with this nigga named Haman. And basically, what this dumb nigga Haman wants to do, okay? So, let me cook. I'm trying to really comprehend what's going on, okay? What this dumb nigga Haman wants to do, okay? This dumb nigga, he's a very dumb nigga, actually, okay, for this. Excuse my language, but he's a very dumb nigga. He wants to pay some money into the king's treasuries, okay, to destroy the Jews. That's what Mordecai that's what Mordecai was freaking out about. Because the king wants to destroy the Jews. It says it right there. Okay? And then the king already has a written decree for the destruction of the Jews. Okay? That's how you know the king is a very dumb nigga. Because the king's already in the process. He already has a copy of the decree that's going to get these Jews eliminated. What is going on here? Okay. So. Okay. And then let's reread Esther's quotes. Okay, chat, can we really try to reread this though? All the king's servants. Okay, hold on. Esther, all the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces know that any man or woman who goes into the inner court to the king who has not been called. Okay, so she's basically trying to say she can't just go to the king like that. Like, she can't just pull up on the king. She can't just pull up on the king like, oh yeah, let's fight. Oh yeah, I see you want to kill the Jews, huh? I see you want to kill the Jews, huh? Let's fight. Let's fight. You know, Esther cannot do that because there's only one punishment you're going to get from the king if you do that, right? Like, you feel me? Don't be doing dumb stuff. Some people, they be doing dumb stuff for no reason, and this is why they die. This is why they die so soon ahead of their time. Okay? Okay. So Esther was trying to clarify that she can't go to the king type stuff. Because if she just randomly pops up on the king like, let's fight, what you doing to the Jews? What you doing? What you doing? You know what punishment she about to get right off the bat. That man's gonna put that gun out of his pocket. He's gonna cock it right at her head. Bah! Shoot that bitch to the ground. Okay? I had to use the word in that moment. That word genuinely had to be used. He's gonna shoot her to the ground. I said he gonna shoot that bitch. He gonna shoot that bitch. Bro, there's no way I just said, yo, he's gonna really shoot that bitch to the ground. I really said he's about to shoot that bitch. But that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna state all business. He's a king. He's gonna make sure that he's gonna make sure he shoots your ass. I'm just warning you. I'm warning you. So if you die for a dumb reason, Esther, don't blame me. Esther, do not blame me. Okay? Haman's plot against Mordecai. This is like a whole different section that I'm reading. Yeah, this is all crazy though. Esther's banquet. We might need to do a Book of Esther marathon. I'm sorry, like, we're doing 7 days into the word right now, so we won't be able to do that right now. But I'm talking about like after 7 days into the word. Like after 7 days into the word is over. We could take a little break, go back to the regular calm streams for a little bit where we just chat, where we just sit there and chat about life. And then after a few weeks, after 7 days into the word, then we could pop out with a Book of Esther marathon. And then we could do that and then spin back on Job. That might be a good plan, but we're not going to talk too much about future Bible marathon streams because I don't want to necessarily leak the order that I'm trying to already have them set in. Because I'm trying to already have an order of them set. Like, I'm trying to see if I can already have like the good first 7 already set. But since we didn't finish Job, now we have to do Book of Job Marathon Volume 2, basically. So that might kind of get in our way of the plans for a little bit. So it might delay some of the ones that was supposed to be coming up right after. So what's happening right here is Esther wants to help the Jews. So God obviously just gave Esther a pure heart type shenanigans. Gave her a pure heart, which is why she wants to find a way to be able to help the Jews. Okay? He said, except the one to whom the king holds out the golden scepter, that he may live. Yet I myself have not been called to go into the king these 30 days. Okay? Okay. No. Let us cook. We need to cook. There is a verse 16. We're going to have to go to that. Esther replies to Mordecai saying, go gather all the Jews who are present in Shushan and fast for me neither eat nor drink for 3 days. Night or day, my friend. My maids and I will fast likewise, and so I will go to the king, which is against the law, and if I perish, I perish. What's in the bomber clock do you think you're doing, ma'am? What's in the bomber clock? What's in the bomber clock do you think you're doing, ma'am? What's in the bomber clock do you think you're doing, man? What guan, man? What guan, man? You talk about perishing. You say you want to perish. What guan, man? Why you want to perish, man? You can save yourself. You can save yourself. What's in the bomber clock are you doing? Are you out of your bomber clock mind? Like my heart. Are you out of your bomber clock mind? Are you out of your bomber clock mind? She's really out of her bomber clock mind. I ain't gonna freaking lie to you. I ain't gonna freaking lie. What the frick? What the frick? I'm not cussing, but what the frick? Yo, actually, like, nigga, what the frick? Nigga, what the frick? Yo, what the Yo, what in the fudge? What in the fudge? It's it. Esther is a helper, okay? Esther the helper. That's what we're gonna call her now. Esther the helper. Because she's trying to help the Jews so that way they don't die. Because all people are God's people. So she has to put an end to the evil plans that the king wants to execute. So what she's trying to do is she really wants to put an end to that for real. She's really trying to put an end to that. So Esther has a pure heart. Joseph has a pure heart and was also given the ability to predict people's dreams, which made him such a benefit to the community in Egypt. Which made him a really good benefit to the community in Egypt. I'm starting to think maybe I really did, like, we really just analyzed both characters type stuff. I think that's what we just did. I think we might have... Is this heat? Yeah, this is heat. Alrighty. I think we might have successfully did all of that, you feel me? Oh, hold on. I don't wanna... Okay. Okay. So to summarize, to really summarize, we did, for day one, we just wrapped up on character studies type stuff. Joseph, that nigga knew how to dream, okay? Joseph, that nigga really knew how to dream. God, Lord have mercy on that nigga's soul. Lord have mercy on his soul. Esther, meanwhile, okay? Meanwhile, my homegirl Esther, you feel me? Meanwhile, my homegirl Esther, she really stayed on business. Okay, so you got, okay, I understand exactly, chat, everybody shut up. Everybody shut the hell up. I know exactly what's going on. You act like I don't know what's going on, but I know exactly what's going on. Don't nobody move. You got Joseph over here predicting people's dreams and stuff. Okay? You got Joseph over here predicting people's dreams and stuff. And then you got Esther. Then you really got my nigga Esther, okay? Okay? So, let me cook. Then you got my nigga Esther. She's standing on that business. She's standing on that word. Okay? She's standing on that word. She's standing on that biz. She's standing on that business. Shinit. I don't know what I'm saying. She's standing on that biz, okay? Sometimes when you gotta stand on that biz, you gotta stand on that biz. And that's what Esther's doing right here. That's what she is doing right here. She is standing on that biz. She's standing on that biz, okay? When you gotta stand on that biz, you gotta stand on that biz, okay? My homegirl Esther's really standing on that biz. She's standing on that biz. She's standing on that biz. She really knows how to stand on that biz. She's standing on business. The king's dumb self, because that king's such a dumb nigga, that nigga wants to go and eliminate all the Jews, my nigga. What the hell? What the frick? Like, what the frick is going through your brain? And then Esther and Mordecai, they want to both be able to save the Jews. Okay? I don't know the full story of Esther type stuff, so I just might need to do a marathon on that. soon. Because this is out of control. This is really out of control. Like, I'm sorry. A marathon on this. How many chapters is Esther? Because you got me a little too immersed. Hold on. You're really trying to tell me this is only 10 chapters? 10 chapters is crazy. What the frick? 10 chapters is crazy. I thought it was more. This is a very short story. Did she like die immediately? Or did she like die of an overdose or something? So she died of an overdose. Okay. It says right here she was on crack, cocaine, meth. No, she was not. I'm sorry. I'm bugging. I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. But how is it only 10 chapters? This seems like this should be a long story. Long story. Bro, talk about long story short. What the heck? Even, bro, how is Job longer than Esther, bro? So Esther is a very short story. Then why are the Esther movies so goddamn long? If Esther's only 10 chapters, tell me why the movies are so damn long. Then the Esther movies should only be like 30-minute movies for real. And then you got Psalms over here being 150. I thought, bruh. But I just might have to do an Esther marathon. Maybe. We're gonna have to really see. Oh, and then there's Book of Jeremiah. So we low-key could do a Book of Jeremiah marathon too. So it's like, word. So you really never know. Because the Book of Jeremiah has, fun fact, my brother is named Jeremiah. Okay. The book of Jeremiah has 52 chapters. So we're basically in the process right now of trying to like decide what our next Bible marathon is going to be. You know, obviously this is only 7 days into the word day one type shenanigans. So type stuff. So we still gonna have like a couple more days after this. But I'm still gonna look through this just in case. Just to decide what the next one's gonna be. Because we've only done one Bible marathon so far. So why do one when we could come out with sequels and do more type stuff? So we got the Book of Lamentations. I might let y'all decide what y'all want to see. Lamentations. Ezekiel. Well, how long is Lamentations? Oh, hell no. Lamentations only 5 chapters. That ain't gonna be no marathon. The Book of Ezekiel. Okay, the Book of Ezekiel. Oh, okay. Oh, I see you. Hold on. Oh. Oh man. I had to, bro. Oh, bro, my booty was gonna explode. my booty was gonna explode. That booty was about to go pop. That booty was about to go pop. Type shenanigans. Okay. Then we got the Book of Ezekiel. The Book of Ezekiel is 48 chapters specifically. So stop playing with me, dude. We could do Ezekiel for the next marathon, chat. We could do Ezekiel. We could really do Ezekiel. That was so zesty. I'm never doing that again. I'm so sorry. That was cringy, zesty, girly. It was all the terms in the book. And then we got Daniel. We could do a Book of Daniel marathon. Easily. How long is Daniel, bro? Before I slap somebody. If Daniel is short, I'm gonna slap somebody. It better be long. That way, because technically, if the book from the Bible, technically, if it's not